When I came to the United States in 1985, I was very, very happy. I become a free man in a free country. But I promised that I would not return to China. And I quite understand China will become a very big issue. Not only human rights issue, but also the tradition, politics, economic, every area have the problem. So I thought, I'm almost 50 years old, no longer too many years in front of me. So I don't want to discuss or memory or comment about China issue. I'll be very quiet. I want to learn English. I want to set up my new life. But the 9 mil never leave me alone. They always come back to me and say, well, this is your memory, remember. But anyway, I keep quiet, probably 5 years. 1990, China have a big issue in the United States, talking about most favored nation trading status, and relate to Chinese prison camp that export products to the United States. I was shocked because in China, this is a public affairs. The prisoners are forced to labor and forced to make the products. If the quality is good for export, it's everybody know it. And then I testify in American Congress, in the House, in the Senate. I quite remember I want to testify in the Senate, the both sides. This is Republican Jesse Helms, and the other Senate from California, Democratic. And they quietly listened to my testimony. And finally they asked a question, say, how many camps in China? How many people were there? I'll be honest, I said, I don't know. Even today, nobody knows. But this is a very large issue because the Holocaust Museum, they estimate probably 12 million Jewish. And Soviet Gulag estimate 25 million. But I say maybe China is 40 to 50 million. It's huge. 2 classes, landlord class and bourgeois class. So the Jesse Helms, the senator, asked a question, say, can we know about it? This is a very large issue. The first time you heard about it, how many camps and how many people. That was a shock to me. So I came home and I thought about it. I cannot take a revenge just because our father, because my Communist Society mother, or talking about my younger brother or myself. Of course, this is reasonable. I can take a revenge, but I can't. And I decide back to China legally and try to investigate how many camps. So 1901, I back to China first time. I went to the coal mine, Wangzhong coal mine. It's the number 4 Laogai detachment of Shanxi province. And I visit some other camp. And I come back, and then CBS 60 Minutes, Ed Bradley, they went again. This is the first time the world, they heard the Laogai, and they heard Chinese concentration camps.
Okay. Then 1993, why do you want to go back?
Because the second trip I returned and CBS make the project. But the project is a very good one to win the Amnesty International Award. And then next year I tried to go back again. Chinese forbidden. You're not allowed to go. Although I have a green card, but I'm still a Chinese citizen. I cannot go there. I tried to go to Hong Kong. They rejected too. I'm pretty angry. So why you cannot let me go? Then 1993, I have a cooperation with Tibetan and with the Dalai Lama, and they arranged a trip for me. I will go back from Nepal, escape into China. And I tried because Tibet is very special. The Chinese suppose don't want to talk to Tibetan. So Tibetans are quite free to walking around in the Qinghai area with the prisoners. But I was rejected again because Chinese security knew about me and crossed over the border, come to Nepal to looking for me. So my trip is down. 1994, I got a green card, got an American passport. And I right away changed my name from Harry to Peter. I got a new passport. When I applied the visa, I right away got it. So I can go back to China under American passport, Peter Wu, and legal Chinese visa, and meet the investigation. I went. I spent probably 5 weeks over there. From Xinjiang to Wuhan to Zhejiang province to Shanghai to Shandong to whatever. Very successful trip. The BBC correspondent go with me. So when I come back on summer in 1994, I knew that probably I never can go back again. So when the BBC made the two projects, one is a bamboo gulag and the Chinese using the executive prisoners for the organ transplant, two projects. And I want to try. So I didn't change my passport, change my name. Even the Chinese violet visas on there, I applied under the permit. I thought they were rejected. But it's very interesting, the Houston Chinese consulate approved it. So I got these visas again, and I said, what shall I do? Of course, my colleagues say, you should not go there. They are playing the game. I recognize it. I think maybe I would not go. But very funny, I got a visa. But later I said, what they want? They want to arrest me? You kill me? This is ridiculous. And I say, I have a very high reputation. I have very good reputation in United States, in Europe, in the world. And I didn't do anything illegal or inhuman, whatever. No crime. I won't try. But my colleagues said, no, you should not go there. Yes, I will go. And then the colleagues put up another issue, say, okay, they will let you go, but they will disappear you. inside China, and nobody knows about it. How can you do that? I said, well, that's a problem. And I have another suggestion. I said, okay, I will go there with American colleagues, and he will become my approve me. And Chinese not easily can kill me. So I find a woman that he loved to travel with me. So we went again. So we were on the border, Xinjiang. We submit a visa, and they find it information on a computer, and right away say, okay, wait. They take my passport and visa into the office and wait. And then the police surround the building. They don't touch me, don't let me go. And then remove me into the hotel. And then they're waiting for the Xinjiang security head come over to me and say, he was a general. Okay. He's friendly. He said, this is my name. I want to tell you that we knew about you. But unfortunately, we do not know how to handle you. Even I cannot handle it. I have to report to Beijing. And Beijing give me any order, I follow the order. So don't bother me. I have no power at all. So I was arrested.
And why did you do the Laogai Museum?
I actually, since 1992, I set up the Laogai Research Foundation. I just want to let the people know that every dictatorship country, they like to arrest the people who criticize the regime or disagree with the regime. So Hitler created the idea, say, the Jewish is bad. We have to take over their property. They remove them from our community. They have to concentrate somewhere, do other jobs. So the Jewish separated. Okay. They have all kinds of measurements, including medical traditions, say, oh, you are the Jewish, and go. But in Soviet Union, talking about communism revolution, same as China, talking about communism revolution. They create the idea, say, the world divided, everybody divided in different classes. You're the worker class, or you're the peasant class, or you are the capitalist class, or you're the landlord class. And the two classes, landlord class and capitalist class, is exploiting other people. This is unfair. We have to stop it. We have to abolish them. So that's why in Soviet Union and in China, the people, the so-called member of bourgeois class or landlord class, was abolished. So Chinese communism revolution at the beginning, so-called land reform, take away the land from the landlord, separate it, give it to the people, and kill the landlord, probably more than 1 million. And then they persecuted the bourgeois class. That's why I'm 20 years old, because my father was a banker. That's why I have to go to the labor camps. Okay. So this number in Soviet Union and in China is huge, much more than the Jewish in Germany. Okay. So today, almost there's no one saying, my father was a capitalist or my father was a landlord. They all die or finish. Two classes finish. And they say, this is a counter-revolutionary. We have to move on to our socialism society or communism society. We want to become healthy. That is so-called communism revolution. Okay. This is to eliminate two classes of people. This happened in China and Soviet Union.
Anything else?
No. No, oh, wait. So, I want to set up Lao Cai Research Foundation. I want to find out how many camps, how many people, what is the torture, what is behavior, how these people die. For example, why they arrest me, how they arrest me, and how they put me in the camp 19 years. But it's a number story. Okay. But in 2007, we got a compensation from Yahoo. It was big money. Then I say, well, I want to set up a museum. I have too many photos, too many evidence, too many facts, and too many Chinese classified documents. I want to show the document from 1950, 1960, 1970 until 2000. This is a Chinese classified document according to the policy, according to their documents. They put the people in the camps. Include cannibalism, include starvation, include religious freedom, include birth control, include execution, everything. So we want to set up a museum. But the museum, I always say, sooner or later will remove back to China. Maybe I can see it, maybe I cannot see it. But I want to say, if there's a museum in China, they're warning the people, cautions the people, say, what is the next regime, they should not using the labor camps to eliminate, to abolish, to start the people disagree or criticize the government. Actually, this is democracy and freedom. Okay. So if there's a museum, just like a Chinese set up, the Japanese killing Chinese, I said, good. It's let the people memory Japan occupied China and killing Chinese. But why we Chinese killing Chinese? You don't want to talk about this. I think this is one of the final goals. Whatever the next regime will control by Democratic Party, Republic Party, or Social Democrat, whatever. But you cannot put the people in the labor camps. This is illegal. This is the purpose of the Lao Cai Research Foundation want to do. Okay, thank you.